television city in Hollywood, it's Tattletales. Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show. Thank you for tuning in, Tattletales. We're back. We're going strong, and I hope you've been enjoying it. And if you haven't, don't tell a friend. But if you have, call up all your friends and tell them to watch us. Especially today, we've got some lovely people. Winning money today for the blue section from Capital, Carolyn Jones and Peter Bailey Britton. Winning money today for the banana section, Lois Travelina and Fred Travelina. And winning money today for the red section, Tony Loudermilk, and from Magnum P.I., Roger E. Mosley.
Hello.
Everybody has 3 or 4 names today. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Peter.
You know, on my show, everybody has 3 or 4 names. I was hysterical.
Why is that, I wonder?
Kimberly Beck Hilton.
Yes.
And, oh, gosh, I can't remember the others.
But, you know...
I felt right at home with Peter Bailey Britton.
Yes.
Like a trunk falling down the stairs.
But what do you do with a marquee? I mean, they're gonna shorten it, you know? It's going to be...
Well, you have to play big theaters.
Very big theaters. Guess that's the answer. What are you laughing at, Roger E. Mosley? What does the E stand for, Roger?
I'm laughing at the trunk falling down the stairs.
Oh. What does the E stand for, Roger? Will you tell us?
No.
Thank you.
Enough.
Enough. Here's the first question. We're just beginning, so it's not enough yet. Worth $150 to your rooting sections. Listen very carefully. Is she as much of a guy watcher as you are a girl watcher? Yes or no? Thank you. I always love that, you know. I'll be driving down the street with Ann, and I'll just turn a little bit, you know, and she'll look straight ahead and she'll say, "Did you like that?" And I'll say, What? I wasn't looking? What do you mean? Meanwhile, what men never, ever understand is that women do all the looking more than we do, but they just don't swivel their heads like this, you know, while you're driving into a lamppost someplace. The women just go, bam, and they got the whole story. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you look at men?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Mercy.
Ooh.
Well, do you think that he thinks that you look as much as he does?
He knows I do, and it makes him crazy.
Sure.
He gets hysterical. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I said, but he's so beautiful, because I love beauty.
Yes.
In any form.
Yeah.
Be dog, cat, man, flower, anything. I get rooted on it, you know.
Sure.
Blueberries, we got this.
Blueberries, she says. The answer is yes, she is as much a guy watcher as you are a girl watcher, and here he comes. Peter, what is the answer to that one? So that bell startles you, doesn't it? Every time it comes on, you'll ping.
I try to get ready for it, but every time I get ready, music comes in. But
yes.
Anyway, very definitely yes.
Yes, the answer was yes.
That's my baby.
I think it's very healthy to look, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Don't touch, maybe, but looking
looking,
is...
so.
No,
yeah,
no touching.
Looking is good. Lois, what will Fred say?
No.
You're not as much of a guy watcher?
Except when someone like
Bert
Convy.
Hey.
Warren Beatty comes into the room, or Fielding Carlisle from Flamingo Road. I mean, you know.
Oh, you see, she does have some names, doesn't she?
But no, otherwise I don't think he's a very, very much girl watcher.
Sure. It's his job. I mean, it's part of his job. He's always looking for ways to improve the characters he does.
Oh, really?
Isn't that what he tells you?
I'm glad you explained it.
So the answer is no, you're not as
No.
much of a guy watcher as he is a girl watcher. Here he comes.
No.
Yes or no, Fred? Well, are you having a little sip there?
Just a little sip of coffee, actually, from Bradford.
Yes. Oh, very good. What is the answer here? Yes or no?
I don't know. Do you ever ask these questions of Burton and Taylor? I mean, that'd be a great answer. These sounds like De Niro setups from Raging Bull. All these jealousy questions. For instance, if he was on the show, Brady'd say,
I gotta tell you one thing. Tattletales is real great, because you find out what you knows about your mate. And Bert Taylor, he's really first rate. Or Vicky, you better not come home late, I'll break your head, all right?
Very good.
I would say, thank you. I'm going to be real upfront with this. I know that my wife appreciates a good-looking guy as well as any woman. She's very subtle about it. I mean, she's the kind who would see a good-looking guy and go right on eating and then say, Joni, let's go to the ladies' room, and then go inside and go, wow! Me, on the other hand, if a good-looking pair of buns walks past the table, I generally drop the fork and talk, yeah, honey, it's okay. I tend to be a little bit obvious. So I would say that she is not as much...
You're right. Very nicely done, Freddie. No, you're right. You could be eating and stab yourself with the fork, you know.
Yeah, believe me.
Thanks, Fred. Tony, what will Roger say?
Roger will say yes. He has no problems with me when it's Sunday, football day. I love watching all those beautiful bodies running across the field.
Especially when they get in a huddle, right?
Oh, Lord, yes. And he always tells me they're too young for you, Tony. Yes.
The answer is yes. Here he comes. Yes or no on the girl and the guy watching, Roger?
Man, this chick is scandalous. I mean, have you ever seen a woman watch 3 hours of football and not know a darn thing about the game? And when it's over, I say, who won? She'll say, Franco Harris, Tony Dorsett, Tony Hill. I said, who won the game? I'm watching the plays and she's watching the players.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, is she a guy watcher? Yes.
Yes, that's right. You're right. You're all right. We'll split that 3 ways. We'll come back in a moment with some more guy watching and girl watching. All those things. Don't go away. Here it is.
Now appearing, Charles Nelson Riley.
I'm an actor from the legitimate theater.
Brilliant, riveting, a revelation. Charles Nelson Riley is Charles Nelson Riley. On Match Game, tonight starting at 7 Eastern.
A car accident.
Faith Nation.
Here we go. Question number 2 coming up. If you're ready, gentlemen, we have a 3-way tie. It's always nice to start that way, isn't it? Ready?
Yes.
Men, you're stranded on a desert island. Look out.
Oh, no.
There's not much to eat. As a companion, you can have either a farmer who you know has a green thumb and can raise a lot of food, or a voluptuous young woman who you know has a hearty appetite. Which will it be? Okay, off you go. We can get him in a little trouble here, maybe, don't you think? Lois, we're going to start. You have your head in your hand there.
Oh, Lordy B.
What do you think Fred would do in a case like this? A green thumb farmer or a voluptuous, hungry woman?
Fred could do without food for weeks if he had sex every hour.
Thank you.
See. I would say he'd go with the woman.
You do, huh?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that little devil. Okay. Is he not a big eater?
Spaghetti he eats a lot.
A lot of
and
pasta.
there's no spaghetti on desert islands, I'm sure.
I don't think so.
No.
But who cares, right? You'll say he'll take the lady. Here he comes.
He would.
Lois, there you are. I mean, Fred, there you are, stranded in this desert island. No, there's nobody there. Just you
there.
and either or, the farmer or the lady.
Sounds like my opening in Toronto 5 years ago. We all know those. Well, these questions are... I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
And as much as I'd love to have that voluptuous young woman, I would maybe gamble that the farmer could also be a voluptuous young woman. I would go for the food.
No, that's not what Lois said.
Oh! Here's the big one.
You want to explain that? Or you don't have to, really. You were being a good guy for Lois, weren't you?
No, I really would do that. I would think that if I could get the food, I would have a chance of getting off the island and finding some more women.
Yes, that's true. You'd have the energy, right?
With the voluptuous young woman, you know.
Very well reasoned, but wrong, however. Tony, what will Roger say?
God, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
He's a survivor, too. He would love to have a lovely woman on the island, but I think that he would go for the farmers to eat some good food and develop his strength to get back.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. You just keep on thinking that, ladies. And...
I don't know for sure.
Okay, here it comes. Roger, what are you going to do? You have your choice, sir. Interesting choice, I think.
No, I got this one. See, you tried to trick me with this whole long question. But the answer is right up there in the first few lines. It says there's not much to eat, which means there is something to eat. All I have to decide is whether I want to look across my little palm tree leaf at a farmer or a voluptuous young woman while I eat these last few pieces of food. Can I get that out? Last few pieces of
Yes,
food.
you're right.
I'm taking the woman. I don't care.
No, that's not what you said. Wait wait a minute. You know, he's absolutely right. It does say there's not much to eat. So there is something to eat. I mean, man doth not live by much bread alone. Thank you, Roger. Wrong, however. Everybody's wrong so far, Carolyn. What will Peter do? It's up to him.
Well, you know, he's funny. He's European, basically.
Dutch.
Dutch, Canadian, French, English, you name it. And he loves, you know how men go out sometimes and they gather in pubs in England.
Yes.
And they don't really get stoned out of their minds all the time. They watch games and they play darts. And,
yes.
And he enjoys the company of of men. Now, it doesn't say whether the farmer is male or female. But he knows that every time we go someplace, because I'm a Taurus and I'm very into food and all that stuff, I put things in his pockets, you know, like an orange, an apple, a thing, blah, blah, blah. So he's going to have food on him. So
when he's stranded, he'd get there with a load of food.
That means that he would probably, and the farmers don't thrill him. He figures...
Well, farmers hardly thrill anybody, really. I mean, it's just that they grow.
Unless it's me.
Yes.
You know, and I farm. Oh, God, I can't answer, Bert.
Well, you want us to talk among ourselves for a while? We could do that.
He's going to take the farmer.
He's going to take the farmer.
Yes.
Okay. The other two seem fairly confident, too. Here he comes.
I don't think he is.
Shh. Peter, you have your choice. Now, by the way, the other two guys missed this, so you have a chance to get really well here. What are you going to do? You have your choice. You know what it is.
Well, I've been thinking about this. First of all, I don't know much about eating green thumbs. How do you do that? But seriously, if you really think about it, and you didn't have enough food on that island, you wouldn't be much use to the woman, right? So I would go for the farmer.
That's the one. You got it. You get the whole thing, too. By golly, you did it. We'll change places, ladies. It's halftime. You'll step to the rear. We'll bring the gentleman out front. We'll come back with the second half of Tattletales. The blue section is thrilled to death. They're not blue anymore. They're red.
Hey kids, don't go away. Buzzr's TV Moms Week continues after these messages.
Okay, we're back. After having changed places at halftime, I have the gentleman out front with me, the ladies in the back, and Roger, if I hadn't said it before, really congratulations on the big hit show with Magnum P.I. You're terrific on it, and I'm thrilled for you. Yeah. And it seems to me I see you in a helicopter a great deal of the time, complaining bitterly all the while, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Yes.
I can do a if he'll do the thing I'll do the motor if he does the speaking.
Okay, we got a helicopter.
Okay, go ahead. This is a helicopter.
Good grief, Tim. Are you ever going to give me my money? Get it from Higgins Rich. Anybody would pay me my money for my chopper.
Oh, that's terrific.
All right.
Good helicopter. You give good helicopter.
I give good helicopter.
Oh, yeah. Man gives great whirlybird. Thank you, Fred.
No wonder I lost that part.
Yeah, see, Fred, you didn't know Fred was doing the helicopter on that show, did you? Okay, ladies, if you're ready, this question is for you, $150. What would you say is the shortest time it ever took you to fall in love? A day, a week, a month, a year, or longer than that? The shortest time it ever took. Goodbye. That's a very good question, I think. Well, you know, sometimes love at first sight, does it really mean love at first sight or attraction at first sight? But in love, what do you think, Roger? What will Tony say? We'll start with her.
Now that means I have to count over all the boyfriends she's had.
My goodness. Well, it's only a half-hour show, Roger, so...
Yeah.
The way you said that.
I'm only into the B's now. Orange, Blaine, a month.
A month?
A month.
Is the shortest that ever took her to fall in love.
Right.
Do you happen to know who that was?
A week.
You just thought about yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
Are you changing it?
Can they give me any help? A week or a month? A week or a month? I'm stuck.
What the shortest would be, it was a day. We have
a day is out. I ain't
a day
that
is
good.
out.
A week or a month? A week.
A week.
All right, we'll lose or win together.
Okay.
Team.
Here we go. It's a week. Here she comes. Tony, what was the shortest?
I know Roger thinks he's a hotshot man. He'd love for me to say it only took a day, but I'll go with a week.
That's the one.
Teamwork.
Well, it's not easy. Was Roger the one that it only took a week for?
Oh, yeah. I fell in love with him immediately. It took him 10 years to decide whether or not he wanted me.
Well, you know, he doesn't like to rush into things, you know, after all. Carolyn, we'll say what, Peter?
Is it addressed to me or to her?
To her.
Sorry,
I'm asking her. What is the shortest time it ever took?
For her to fall in love with?
With anybody. Not with you, just in love.
Oh, in love?
Yeah.
It has to be me, but...
Of course. That's what I meant. A day, a week.
A week.
You'll say a week also?
I say a week, yes?
Sure.
A week.
You'll say a week. Here she comes. The shortest it ever took you to fall in love, Carolyn, we're after.
Well, I can fall in like in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I can fall in attraction in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I can fall in love in a month.
No. He said a week.
A week?
Yes.
Honey, it was 6 weeks while we were doing that bloody show.
Well, you said to me that I was a drunk falling down the stairs. What do you want?
I mean, nothing happened
That's
until
love?
the end of the Only if you're in the trunk, then it's wonderful. Sorry, Carolyn.
Sorry,
Lois,
too.
What was Lois say?
Sorry, cutie.
Well, that's all right, babe.
This is a double-edged sword because this is she still does not, I'm telling you something, this woman does not believe to this day that this happened, but it happened. I was in the Army, and we were auditioning for a play called Under the Yum Yum Tree, and Lois came in to audition for the play, and I was sitting with George Lee Andrews, who was a very talented actor, and I said, I'm going to marry her. And he said, you're nuts. I said, no, I'm in love. I don't know why, but I'm going to marry. And I eventually did.
Right.
But as far as Lois is concerned, she really is very cautious and very in control of herself. So I would say a month.
A month. Okay. A month it is. Here she comes. Maybe a tough question. Got a lot of choices there, Lois. Which one will you choose?
It's very difficult. Due to the fact that Fred's the only one I've ever really been in love with. If it was turned around the other way, there's a story that Fred has always told where...
I think we know that
the
one.
first time he saw me?
Yes.
Interesting. But it was probably, for me, a month.
That's the one. That's beautifully done. Tony and Roger and Lois and Fred are right. A week and a month there, and Carolyn is... now it's getting very tight. We'll be back in just a moment with the $300 question and decide the issue for the day. How long did it take you to fall in love? The shortest amount of time, huh?
Shriners Children's. Send love to the rescue at loveshriners.org. We now return.
Love car wash.
Yes, it is.
Here we go. Here's the big one.
We're good.
This is it. $300 on this one. This will decide it. Very, very close game. Listen carefully. Sounds simple, not too simple. Are you more of an idealist or a realist? Ladies, it's for you. Goodbye. And we'll start with Lois, Fred. Is she more of an idealist or a realist?
I know that I am an idealist. Lois, there's no way in the world I can say anything that she's a realist. She really is. She's got her feet on the ground, and she's really strong. And
it's probably a good counterbalance for you.
Oh, yeah, because I'm kind of, wow,
yeah,
you know, out there.
You're a little nutsy, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
But it's your job.
That's it.
Okay, she'll say she's a realist. Here
Absolutely.
she comes. Which of the two do you think you is more suits you, or you are more of?
A realist.
That's the one. You're right. Well, that was easy.
Very easy.
Okay, Raj.
Two realists couldn't make it. Two idealists couldn't make it. I know that I'm a realist. She has to be an idealist. That's why we've made it this long.
Yeah.
She's an idealist.
Maybe, you know, it's probably you're right. We've hit upon a good combination here. You'll say that she's an idealist. She's an idealist. You're the realist.
Yes.
Here she comes. Tony, which will it be?
He's the realist, I'm the idealist.
That's what the man said on the button. All right, now.
Thank you.
Here's the situation, Peter. We have 2/3 of a tie possible. If you miss this, we will have a tie over there. If
Well,
you get it, you win.
Carolyn, the daytime Sue Jones. is the realist and I'm the idealist.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. She's both, but more the realist than the idealist, so I have to say realist.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, she's the realist.
She's the realist.
Yes.
You're the idealist.
Yes.
That's the way it's been for all the guys, hasn't it? Yeah.
I better be right, too.
No, you were the realist. That's right. Okay, you'll say, I know what you said. Here she comes. Carolyn, this will decide the game. If you get this right, you win, and Blueberries will be thrilled to death. Otherwise, death. Okay, what's the answer?
Oh, you know, I know what he is. It's very tough to figure out what I am because although I do believe in my country and in all the things it stands for, I will still sit in a Cadillac and drive around the corner to find a nickel parking place. So I think I'm a realist.
That's what the man said. Well, you boiled that down very nicely. Everybody wins. We split that in three ways. But Carolyn and Peter win it for the blue section. We'll come back in a moment and give them their real money right now, today, to get that money.
A car accident.
The blue section did it today with Carolyn and Peter, $300. We had 1,000. The people in that section will divide 1,300 big ones. Thank you all, and thank you for tuning us in on Tattletales. Bert County saying so long. I'll see you the next time. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive independent test show Super Seal keeps food as fresh as the more expensive home party brand. Super Seal Food Savers at retails everywhere. Westminster Crazy Automatic Corn Popper stirs itself to give you big, fluffy, great-tasting popcorn, 6 quarts in 6 minutes. A food saver and no-cholesterol Hollywood safflower oil, higher in polyunsaturated fats than any other kind of oil from Hollywood Foods. And a great selection of fashion-right shoes from Kinney, the great American shoe store. Who can bring you all the latest styles at down-to-earth prices? Kinney can. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.